Bitcoin, man. Guys been asking me my take on it. So let's get ready to do this, man. All right, man. As you can see, tonight's show, man. The topic for tonight's show is your value as a man must never, should never be attached to a woman. It simply can't be. B Ross, salute to you, bro. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. You can't allow your value as a man to be attached to a woman. Now, as you see in the joint that I put up for the thumbnail, man, I redid the thumbnail, man. Somebody sent me that. And let me read this, man. I can't see it, but let me pull it up and read it, man. Just so we can get to the depth of what these guys are saying and the type of things that these guys are, talking about and being about. There's no way that we could. So here's what the guy's saying, man. Dr. Savage, appreciate the $20 super chat, my brother. Appreciate you. Let me read the homie super chat before we get into this thing, man. Salute to the good doctor. Salute to you as well. From one doctor to another. B Ross, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Salute to you, BOA. Salute to you as well, B. Rich, I appreciate you, brother. Bruce, I see you, man. Mar, what up? Markel, appreciate the $2 super chat. Hello, Dr. BOA. Salute to you, bro. Motivated, I see you, man. I see you. We didn't jumped on it. We didn't jumped on this dieting, man. Full speed ahead. I've been dabbling, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't pressed. You know what I'm saying? But now, man, it's crunch time now, baby. Crunch time. So y'all listen to this, man. It's really men over 27 years old that don't spend money on women. Like how, bro? No dates, no just because gifts, no cash apps or Zelles, no sneaky linkations. Do y'all get kitty frequently? And do it be quality women? Now, I want y'all to understand what this guy is saying. This guy is saying, he's pretty much saying he's a trick because in his book, to a woman that you had to spend money on is a quality woman. He's basing a woman's quality on her appearance. When what he's saying is she's willing to sell herself. So how high is a woman's quality if she's willing to sell herself? How valuable is a woman if she's willing to sell herself? What is her value? What is her quality? Of course, her value is whatever a trick is willing to pay for it. But what is her quality? What makes her high quality? So basically what you're saying, if a woman's beauty makes her high quality, no matter what her characteristics are, if she loses her beauty, then her quality is gone. Weeze, I see you, bro. Bobby Sparks, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Now, this is definitely a sign of a man who bases his value on his ability to get laid. There are men who place more value on getting laid than getting paid. There are men who would rather not get paid if they could get laid. There are men who would give up half of their fortune if they could have access to all of the women they want. I want you to think about how crazy that is. There are men who would actually give up all of their money if they could get the women that they want or the women that they think they want. Because technically speaking, you don't even know if the woman is the woman that you want until you get her. It's a figment of your imagination. Oh man, she's so beautiful. She's so this. And that's why I always talk against cold approach. Now let me break something down about the cold approach, man. And this is going to be real right here. Nothing realer has ever been said about the concept of the cold approach. And this is real. Cold approaching women for the sole purpose of claiming her sex as an elevation of your manhood. Oh, I'm so great because I get this much sex and I approach these women to get that. Oh, look at me. I'm the man. It's not the same as pimps campaigning on the track. So I want all you tricks that's out here chasing these women like they have so much value to stop disrespecting pimping, talking about what you doing, cold approaching for sex. It's the same thing as a pimp out there campaigning. Because let me tell you the difference between a pimp and a simp like you. A pimp is out there campaigning so he can get more women on the team because what they bring him. Do they bring him sex? No, they take the other men's sex. They bring the pimp the money. So if you out there campaigning to get women in your corner and on your team so they can contribute finances to your situation, then that's campaigning. If you out there chasing women, the cold approach women, willing to pay your own money if you have to, just so you can get laid, you're doing the same thing tricks do when they approach women on the turf, man. That's exactly what you're doing. Now I shouldn't have to cover this whole cold approach thing no more because everybody that's talking about it, trying to compare it to some pimping, trying to compare it to the ism, man, they crazy, man. They know they lying, they know they faking, man. You know what I'm saying? That's so fake you can't even fake it till you make it because you ain't gonna never make it. Not trying to claim no pimping when you out here cold approaching for sex. Any man that approaches a woman for sex, man, it's the opposite of what a pimp is. And what we do over here in the atmosphere, man, we ain't claiming that we pimping, man. We ain't pimping. We legit. You know what I'm saying? We make our G's legit. But we are applying pimp principles to the square world. So when a man says that if you don't cold approach, you ain't gonna get no women. Hell, man, if I got a cold approach to get women, I ain't gonna get no women. It's just like if a man say, man, you got to give a woman $500. All the women want $500. Man, let me tell you something, man. Man, let me tell you something. Mother Palm and her, I be them dog guys, man. You know what I'm saying? I do what I gotta do, man. I'm not finna break bread with no woman, man. I'm not finna break bread like that, bro. I don't get down like that. That ain't my forte. FB, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Thanks, brother, for the knowledge. Keep up the good work. BOA, salute to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. MPI, appreciate the $5 super chat. Salute to the men. Take a chance in life. I put in my 2 weeks notice at my job. Start truck driving school March. I'm excitedly nervous. Man, that's the best kind of nervous to be, bro. Excitedly nervous. Yeah, Rich, that's what it sounds like, man. Shaming language. It sounds like something. It sounds like a woman has a battery in his back and strings on him being a puppeteer, telling him what to say and telling him what to do. Cause ain't nothing real about that, man. At all. Hold up, man. Let's look at this again. Just because gifts. Man, why would you give anybody a just because gift? A just because gift? You don't even reward your children just because. If their job is school. If they make good grades, you pay them a wage. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you said. If they make good grades, then okay. Not because you owe them. You don't owe them nothing. That's their job. But you do that so they can understand that hard work gives you rewards, that achieving and accomplishing your goals rewards you. But they have to earn it. If they do their chores, they get an allowance. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you be giving a woman a gift just because what? Just because she woke up? Just because she peed this morning? Just because what? Just because of the time of the month, man, and she remembered to wrap her sanitary napkin up and put it in the trash. You know what happened? Because of what? Because she washed her face? Like, what is a just because gift? Just because what? Just because she remembered to charge her electric toothbrush? Just because what? What is this whole just because thing, man? I don't get this just because thing, man. I don't get it, bro. Sean Vire, welcome to the Alpha Energy Gang, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. I don't get that, bro. Help me understand. You know what I'm saying? Help me understand. Help me understand why I'm going to give a woman a just because gift. She ain't going to get no gift for doing the things she's supposed to do. Man, let me tell you something. If you're situated and you built a life that you enjoy, then a woman gets access to that life. You may have to stop acting like your life has no value. You have to stop acting like You give your 2 weeks on your job like the homie MPI. Then you start truck driving school. You start driving trucks. You get your truck. You get your 2 trucks. Now you got a trucking company. You got 10 trucks on the road. You give a woman access to that life. That's her gift. Access to my life is a gift. I don't just let anybody weasel in here, man. Being with me, she has no financial concerns because I have no financial concerns in my life. Now she got some debt. That's her thing. I don't pay no woman debt, but I'm talking about I ain't finna rock with no woman with no debt, with no pile of debt. No way. But like she don't have no financial concerns. Like I don't have no financial concerns. So let's say a woman fly into the country to see me, man. She stay with me for 2 months. Them 2 months she has no financial concerns because all she is a visitor. What I'm gonna do is say, hey, you're visiting here, so let's say this is what you have to do. You got to pay this and that, this and that. No, man, she's coming to visit. I got all the financial stuff taken care of. What she got to do is whatever I want her to do. And and of course, the same guys who I hear Cole approaching when, well, BOA sound like a trick. He sound like a trick, man. Let me tell you something. You know what tricks do that I don't do? Cash women out. I ain't cashing nobody out, bro. I don't cash women out. I don't cash women out, bro. It ain't no woman can tell you, man, I done sent her no cash app. Ain't no woman can tell you, man, I done sent her no whatever that other thing is, the Zelle. Ain't no woman can tell you, man, I done PayPal her no money, man. Ain't no woman can tell you I did none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? The only woman who could ever say she got anything out of me, man, is a woman who would contribute into my cause. You know what I'm saying? Now that's one thing I vouch. That's one thing I vouch. Even a couple of times I tried the relationship thing, man. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna go into detail, man, because I don't want to put nobody. I don't want to. These girls they have people around, man. They have reputations or whatever, I guess. So I ain't gonna never say how deep I was in their pockets, man. But the ism has been in effect, man, since I can remember, bro. I don't remember a time where the ism wasn't in effect. So when these guys talk about just because gifts, you're the one supposed to get a just because gift. Why the hell? Listen, why am I the prize and then I'm still giving gifts? You know what I'm saying? When somebody win the Powerball don't show up and say, hey, guess who I bought with me? I bought the Mega Millions with me. Ha ha, buddy, you got 2 for 1. You won me, I bought my buddy Mega Millions with me. So you get the 50 million from me and you get the 20 million from Mega Millions. Isn't that great? Come on, bro. Nobody does that. That's not how it goes, man. That's not it. Warmed up, man. Mosquitoes be getting in here, man. So if y'all see me scratching myself, man, like the only thing that they just hit me. That's the only thing I got exposed, man. I'm in the South, man. Weather warm up, man. Mosquitoes come through. We just get used to it in the South. Be real, Mahogany. Appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Shy, appreciate the $5 super chat. Tuition, salute to you. Joe the Philosopher, appreciate the $10 super chat, homie. I know I'm late, but let's get this work. Salute, Dog, haven't donated in a while. Salute to you, Joe. Appreciate it. Shy, again, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Reggie Simmons, appreciate the $25 super chat, man. The best just because gift is groceries she can cook for me. That's it, man. You got to think about, man, what you present. When you build yourself into the most alpha version of yourself, man, you are unlike anything a woman has ever met. Unlike anything she's ever met. Just think about it, man. Let's say you meet a woman from San Francisco or San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may just be in the same city at the same time. Maybe she visiting somebody in your city or whatever. You meet her, man. Here she meets a man, who's doing his thing, got his thing together, man, got everything going for himself, man, and he living a relaxed, calm, laid back bachelor life where he don't have no stress. Come on, bro. Then she can come through and live a life with a man who is, I'm talking about, man, a man whose whole vibe, whose whole environment is so relaxing to a woman. Man, you know how stressed out women are every day? They stressed out about the beauty requirements of this society. They stressed out about the financial requirements of this society. They stressed out about trying to keep up the airs and keep up the fronts of being who they want society to think they are, even though that's not who they truly are. Man, women stress the hell out here. So just giving her an environment where she can come and relax is a prize. Giving her an environment where she can come walk around. Let's say, man, you got a young chick, man, who, let's say she in college, she 22, 23, still live with her folks when she ain't on campus. You know what she get a chance to do when she come through? And I'm telling you this from experience. She get a chance, man, to just walk around all around with a t-shirt and panties on, man, and relax. She get peace and quiet. She get a chance to relax. Whatever a woman needs most in her life, if she can get that just by showing up at your doorstep, anything except money, cause you ain't got no business dealing with no broad who got her hand out like this. No way. If you want to do something for a woman, fine. I'm not saying you can't do anything for a woman, but I'm saying if you let society, women, or simps like this make you feel like it's required of you, then that's the wrong way to go, man. That's the wrong way to go. So I'm telling you, man, it is just one of those things. But this is the problem. Many men give this type of value to women, but they don't know it. You don't understand the value you give to a woman when she can relax. You don't understand the environment you give to a woman where she could just come through your crib and try a recipe. Where she could come through and try a recipe. You know how many women, man, have never had a romantic candlelit dinner and will come to your crib and prepare a romantic candlelit dinner for you just because they see it in the magazines and they see it in the movies, but they never had it? They'll come to your crib and just prepare. It's a fantasy. When you become the most alpha version of yourself, man, you're a fantasy to a woman. There's two kind of men in the world, man, and I'm gonna go deep on this on the video I'm gonna release for y'all tomorrow, man. There's two kind of men in the world. There's the men who help a woman create her fantasy, and then there's the man who is a woman's fantasy. As you become the most alpha version of yourself, you become the fantasy of more and more women. That's how I can be OGBOA. Have 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 21-year-olds, 19. But I make her wait till she's 20. You got to at least have a 2 in front of your age. I don't feel comfortable if you still got a 1 in front of your age. You got to wait till your birthday. Why? Because I embody the fantasy of a woman, man. You know what the fantasy of a woman is? The fantasy of a woman is a man whose level of maturity has transcended the emotional responses that they're used to from younger men. And some older men, but mostly younger men. But who is still in touch with his youthful exuberance. Man, you hear the way I talk, man? You know, man, there's a bunch of cats, man, who like, man, so at a certain point you're supposed to talk a certain way. Nah, bro. You got to stay in touch with that kid in you, man. He's the driver of your dreams. That kid in you is the driver of your dreams. That's where you get your motivations from. That's where you get your determination from. That's where you get your kind of like that stupid drive. You know what I'm saying? That stupid drive where when you should stop, you still keep going. That's where you get that from, man. I heard Killer Mike say one time when they asked him his age, he tell him, I'm young enough to wear fly clothes and old enough to cut grown women. That's it. I'm young enough to wear fly clothes and I'm old enough to cut grown women. That's all I need to tell you. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to keep in mind, man, that you build yourself up, man. You got guys out here, man, doing a whole bunch of things for women. See, let me tell you what the problem is, man. Men convince themselves that you can't be a man if you ain't got a woman. First of all, let's cover this elephant in the room right quick. If you sit around here still thinking that these women are a gift from God, you're a fool. Woman was a gift from God. Eve changed all that in the Garden of Eden. Delilah changed all that. Sarah, Abraham's wife, changed all that. Bathsheba, Uriah the Hittite wife, who David took, changed all that. All those wives Solomon had, changed all that. Woman was created as a gift to man. She decided she want to do her own thing. She decided she want to be a gift for somebody else. So this whole she's a gift, she was created as a gift, man, that time been gone, man. She been pissed on that. She been peed that away, man. That thing over right there. And in this modern society, when she has decided that what she wants to do is be you, be in the position you're in, like she doesn't want, listen, bro, she doesn't even want to be in the position beside you. She wants to be in your position and put you in her position. She wants to be the husband and you to be the wife. So convincing yourself that you can't even be a man without a woman, don't you think it's crazy that men will build themselves up into the best version of themselves? The best version of themselves, knowing that they are a quality catch for a woman and still go out there pursuing women. Bro, I don't pursue women. Ever. I just never do. Like there are other things that have value in my life that I pursue. Do I chase paper? Yeah, I chase paper. Do I chase health? Yeah, I chase health. Do I chase peace of mind? Yeah, I chase peace of mind. Do I go fishing and chase fish? Yeah, I chase fish. Of course, it's a little bit easier when you just cast out there and reel it in, but same thing. But when it comes to having an interaction with women in this modern society, a man would be lying if he didn't say they come with more problems than they come with benefits. They come with more detriments than they come with benefits. They come with more negativity than they come with positivity. And that's just the reality of it. They don't deny it. We don't deny it. It's to the point now, man, where all they think about, man, is selling themselves. They feel like they won't say it like that. What they'll say is, well, if a man gonna be with you, then you need to be able to get what you want out of him. But what they're saying, man, is they just want to have a fair exchange. They want to give you intimacy and they want you to give them money. The problem is that life is reserved for a wife. You bring your untarnished femininity and your untarnished sexual energy to me, and you can live this life with me. But they don't want to live that life. They want to live a free woman's life. They want to live and do whatever they want to do. They want to be free, but they want you to treat them like a wife. The only woman who deserves to be cared for is your wife. Put a one in the chat if you got a wife right now. Everybody who got a wife, put a one in the chat. I ain't seen the one in the chat yet. If you got a wife, put a one in the chat, man. Vino Franklin, appreciate the $2 super chat, bro. The man with a plan. Welcome to the Green Label Gang, man. Welcome to the Alphasphere, homie. Sean Vire, appreciate the $5 super chat. Your channel has been a lifesaver. Did a lot of simping and to rid myself of it. Salute to you, bro. Hey, just keep grinding and growing, man. You got to just keep building it. Keep getting better every day. Ramon Pie, appreciate the $15 super chat. Just called my dad. Thank him for being a man in my life. I just lost that. Okay, he said, son, I knew you were a man at 2. Called my grandma. Thanked her for being last example of feminine, welcoming woman. Great job, bro. Great job. Motivated, appreciate the $5 super chat. Keep that ism coming, big home. I had to cut my mentor and short to jump on live. Salute to you, bro. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you doing that, man. Prince Daryl Mola, man. Appreciate the $5 Canuck bucks. Came in late, but I'm here. Salute, Doc. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint. You see what I'm saying, man? If you ain't got no wife, you ain't got no business, man, paying no woman nothing. If you take a wife, you are required to provide for that wife. That's your job as a man, to provide and protect for that wife. But if you don't have a wife, what are you doing providing and protecting for any woman? The reward of provision and protection is only given to a wife. A woman who has preserved herself and kept herself in a certain way where she is easily presented as a wife, where she is easily accepted as a wife. And if you don't have that, man, you ain't got no business doing all this tricking. Mr. The Champ said 1, soon to be -1. Larry R, salute, homie. Now, another thing is this, brothers. You gotta accept the truth about this thing that we call female nature. See, you gotta accept the truth. I'm gonna say this again because I want y'all to listen to it, man. You gotta accept the truth about this thing that we call female nature, and you gotta accept the fact that it applies to all women, not some. All women, from your great grandmother to your great granddaughter, it applies to all of them. With that in mind, if you're not in a position to enforce marital law, to enforce the honoring of the marital laws, it makes no sense to marry a woman, because a woman is only going to honor those laws forever if there is a punishment that she's not willing to accept. Right now, there is no punishment. So, of course, she's willing to accept this punishment. There is no punishment. But you have to have a punishment that she is not willing to accept in order to keep her in line when it comes to that, man. You have to. You have to. Dalton, welcome to the Green Label Gang, bro. Welcome to the Alpha family. Amel from day one, appreciate the $3 super chat. Zero for sure. Jamal Halim, $5 super chat. That's a brother right there should be who should be doing things for his wife. He has a wife. Young Hotep, appreciate the $5 super chat. Hey man, I'm one of the coldest players out, man. Thank you. Salute to you, bro. Salute. So when you think about this thing that we call female nature, and you accept the fact that it applies to all women, you can't marry a woman who can openly pursue whatever endeavor that nature tells her to pursue. If it wasn't for the laws of back in the day where a woman could be stoned for committing adultery, you know how many women would have been committing adultery? God knew this. He had to make the laws so strict against adultery because he knows, hey man, he knows how strong a woman can come on. You know, read the book of Proverbs for more clarification. He knows how strongly a woman can come on. And so he had to punish the man too. Hey, if you sleep with that man's wife, you're going to be in trouble too. You're going to get stoned too. But when you think about that, now that when those laws stop being able to be enforced, all marriages should have stopped at that point. All marriages should have stopped. It's gotten so bad that men are in open marriages, man. That's bad. When men accept open marriage as an option for having a wife, I got a cold video on that coming for y'all tomorrow, man. I got a cold cuck video coming for y'all tomorrow, man. It's gonna be, it's gonna be bananas, man. It's gonna be bananas. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it up when we're done here, man, so y'all can see it, come through, like it, set your alerts, and know it's gonna be there, man. So we understand how women behave. Let's not even call it female nature anymore. Let's call it the behavior of women. The behavior pattern of women, we know what it is. We know one thing we know for sure. We know that no matter who a woman is, she is going to be intimate with a man who turns her on. She is going to be intimate with a man who turns her on. We know this. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter what you have. It does not matter what you think you bring to the table. Your woman is going to be intimate with a man who turns her on. Not just, see, a woman can be attracted to a man and not be turned on by him. But your woman is going to be intimate with the man who turns her on. She's going to do that. That's just the way it is. You can call her how you want to call it, man, but she's going to do that. That's going to happen. You don't have to believe me, but trust me, brother, that's going to happen. Brown Hornet 1975, appreciate the $10 super chat, bro. Salute to you, bro. Sid Thompson, appreciate the $20 super chat. Salute, just got in, already fired. Salute, Sid. Ahmed Khan, appreciate the $2 Canuck Bug, man. Thoughts in Islam or keeping their women covered. I think it's a great idea, man. Keeps them from tempting men all the time. Cause see, this is now. Granted, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do think there's an extreme. I think maybe they go to the extreme where women cover. Sometimes you see a man with them with their eyes out like this. But then in America, women just wear almost no clothes. So those are two extremes. There's a gray area in the middle that's the perfect area for keeping a woman covered, but also, not treating her like a mummy. There's a gray area there. So I do believe if I had to pick one, I'd pick the way Islam does it. Just to be honest with you. But I think there's a happy medium in there. Renato Shealy, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Lamarcus Nash, welcome to the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Be Real Mahogany, appreciate the $5 super chat. As I evolve to a better version, when I see men on bended knee propose, I cringe. I almost feel sorry. Yeah, man, I got a couple of those joints coming up too, man. I got some great content coming up for y'all, man. So trying to bounce back from this week that was. So, and this is another thing, man. And to me, this is the biggest problem in this society when it comes to men. When you wake up every day and strive to get the validation of women. When you wake up every day and you set out your house to strive and get the validation of women. When you want to see what you can do to get the validation of women. Now, I know somebody going to say, what's my big problem with getting validated by women? I don't have a problem with a woman validating you if it was possible. Tell me how you get validation from a woman. You get validated from a woman being turned on by you after you build yourself into the best version of yourself. It amazes me how a man can put himself into the best version of himself, become a 6, 7, 8 man. You understand? And he can still feel validated because a woman wants him. Like if you remember when you were driving a Ford Pinto, and no woman wanted you, and you go into the same place in a big body Benz and women want you, how do you feel validated when you know that you have put yourself in a position to be desired? Women don't just desire you because they're so smart and all that. Women desire you because you've made yourself desirable to them. How you get validated for them responding in the way you expect them to respond? You're taking credit away from yourself, from building yourself into the best version of yourself, and because you're too busy needing women to approve of it. You know when you in shape. You know when you got your money right. You know when you've killed all that mountain of debt. How you need a woman to validate you and tell you, ooh, you've done the right things. What kind of fool are you? What kind of fool are you? Don't make no sense, man. And then the crazy thing is, this also turns into another situation that I think is terrible. And this is the most egregious offense that a man can ever put himself through. To be with a woman that you don't want, even if you wanted her before. To be with the woman that you don't want is foolish. To even be the type of man who would accept that you wake up every day in the bed with a woman that you don't want. Or even worse, wake up in the bed with a woman who doesn't want you. How do you find yourself in a scenario where your household is being shared by two people who wish they were far away from one another, and you embrace that as your everyday life? Because in your mind, somewhere deep down in the recesses of your simp mind, you tell yourself that you need this woman, that losing this woman is going to be a shot to your masculinity, that losing this woman is going to be a shot to your self-worth. Well, guess what? You can't lose her because you ain't got her. How you going to lose her if you ain't got her? I say again, how you going to lose her if you ain't even got her? Help me understand that. Men stay with women who cheat on them. Men stay with women who go out and have babies on them. Men stay with women who steal from them. Men stay with women who stop having sex with them. Men stay with women who stop cooking, cleaning, stop doing all those things. Men stay with women who don't appreciate them. Why? Because your value is tied to having a woman. You'd rather have a woman who treats you like a scrub than to not have any woman at all. Guys think like wall bangers. These guys act like they hit the wall. And I know they say, oh, guys can hit the wall too. I'm talking maybe guys in their 20s and 30s, man, acting like they hit the wall. Acting like they just got to settle for whatever woman they can get. How you going to settle for whatever woman you can get? It's better to not have a woman than settle for a woman who don't want you. Because if you're settling for a woman who don't want you, you still ain't getting no benefits of having a woman. She getting all the benefits of having a man, though. The man who's a woman's fantasy, she never marries the man who is her fantasy, because the man who is her fantasy isn't going to marry her. Because if you are one woman's fantasy, you are other women's fantasy as well. There is no man who is a woman's fantasy, and there's no other woman's fantasy. She's the only woman, you her fantasy. Doesn't happen, bro. Doesn't happen. It's not real. It's not a real outlook on life. It's not a real outlook on life, man. And it's never going to serve a purpose to look at life through a woman's vision. If you're looking at life through a woman's eyes, you're not going to understand what you're seeing. The same way if a woman looks through a man's eyes, she's not going to understand what she's seeing. It takes a certain type of perception to understand what you're seeing when you're looking through the eyes of a woman, man. And you have to shun all of your masculine senses, all of your natural masculine instinct in order to view the world through the eyes of a woman. And that's why the first thing I want a man who understand me and understand where I'm coming from and see my side. And I don't want to see your side. It's for you to see your side. I don't have time to worry about your side. I don't care about your side. Mr. Dez, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Say, what up, Dr. B O? I see Kanye is the latest victim of divorce marriage game, bro. Should have rented instead of buying a special with a known jump out. Boy, didn't have much sense, man. You know, you got to understand, man, some of these guys couldn't get no women before they got paid. And that's a lot of guys. Like, not just celebrities. There are a lot of guys out here who couldn't get women before they put themselves in a certain position. But this is the thing. When you put yourself in a certain position, if you couldn't get women, you still ain't getting women when you put yourself in a certain position. The stuff that you have is drawing women to you. You lose that stuff, you lose the women. But so what? Who cares? Man, listen, I'm telling you, bro. I respect a man who's just a trick, who just has a girl, or he goes and meets a girl, does what he had to do, break bread, and go his own way. More than a guy who's out here, man, ripping and running around and taking all the women on all these dates and spending all this time and doing all that, man. Because the thing is you're not getting a higher quality woman just because she's not actively out there on the turf. If a woman has a rotation of guys, she is worse than a woman who's out there on the turf. Because at least the woman who's out there on the turf is getting paid for a service. The woman who just has a rotation of guys isn't getting paid for the service. See, if you buy a woman a meal, she didn't get paid. She got fed. And unless she's starving, she didn't need the meal. See what I'm saying? So the difference between buying all the way into the process, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a financial exchange. This is gonna be a business arrangement. These women out here who aren't on the turf, they live that same lifestyle with all these different men, but they ain't even got to come in decency to get paid. I'm talking about to put it on the table as an arrangement. To like, hey, this is what I want. This is what I can do for you. This is it. Let's do it like this. They don't even have the respect for themselves and for the men whose time they're wasting to just say this is what it is. They rather string a man along and waste his time, knowing that what he wants is the goods, and knowing that she'll give him the goods if he'll pay. What's the point in just stringing this man along instead of just saying, okay, I know what you want. Here's what it's gonna cost you. Because trust me, any man who's out here pursuing women for sex will pay if she give him a price. Any man who's out here pursuing women strictly for sex will pay. Will pay if she gives him a price. Renato, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. Lamarcus Nash, welcome to the Alpha family, bro. SRT Roach, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Had a woman ask me when are we getting married because she knew I'd been on my purpose. That was like 4 years after No Face. Man, that's crazy. That's how they do, bro. Spiritual OG, appreciate the $20 super chat. Donate to Book of Alpha Running King River University. Soaking up your perspective like I eat the Bible. Appreciate you, my brother, for sharpening up one's truth. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support. 440, appreciate the $5 super chat, bro. I had a woman tell me, man, you should be married by now. When you gonna settle down? I said, shout, I am settled down. What the hell you mean? Well, you ain't got no wife? That ain't settled down. That's running ragged. I'm settled down. See, that's another shame language tactic where to be validated as a man, as a mature man, you have to settle down with a woman. How come I can't settle down with myself? I can't just settle down with me? Because truth be told, man, you have to ask yourself, what is the value? What is the imminent value, the infinite value of having a woman around you every single day of your life? What is the value in that? For a man who's been able to get attractive women and interact with attractive women throughout his life, what's the value of having one woman around you every day? Not some days, bro. Every day. Every day. The thought of it, man. The thought of it saddens me, man. Man, I'd be sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had one woman around me every day, bro, I'd be sad, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be sad, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she have to be. I tell you what, she have to be a young tender from another culture where we just have a whole lot of stuff to learn and exchange and grow together and learn each other language and or each other's cultures and all that. I could do it then, man. But just I just couldn't imagine having an American woman around me every day, bro. I just can't have it. For one thing, man, she gonna be in a room watching them stupid TV shows all day, man, or I just can't handle it, bro. I can't handle that. That wouldn't be for me, man. That's crazy. Junior Nelson, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Thanks, man. You changed my life, man. Keep doing your thing. Now, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all brothers, man. Let's take a brief here. Let's take a brief second right here, man, and talk about what Junior just said. Junior said, "Thanks, man. You changed my life." First, he said, "I changed." Yeah, he said, "Man, I changed. You changed my life, man. Keep doing your thing." I want y'all brothers to understand, man. You got to get into the habit of giving yourself credit for everything you do. You got to give yourself credit for all the work you put in. You got to give yourself credit for all the moves you make, every step you take. Every move you make, every step you take, every single day, every word you say, I'll be watching you. You got to give yourself credit for everything you do. See, I can't change anyone. What I can do is let God use me to give you the information you need to change yourself. Whenever you changed you. I didn't change you. I'm just a vessel that God used to give you the necessary tools. I came through, I brought you the cherry picker, I brought you all the tools, I brought you the torque wrenches and everything you need. You pull that motor. You pull that old raggedy motor out that car and replaced it with that big block. You did that. You know what I'm saying? That was all you. I just brought the tools. And you said, hey, man, I need the tools, man. What tools am I going to use? God just said, hey, go give him these tools. You got the tools, did your thing. You know, and man, that's how we end up getting caught up seeking validation from women because we don't self-validate. You know everything about yourself. You know everything you've been through. You know everything you came through. You know everything you built. You know everything you lost and got back. You know everything. You know every time that you held your peace when you could have went off. You know every time that you stood your ground when you could have stood back. You know every time you show somebody love. You know every time you hated on somebody. You know every time you congratulated somebody. You know every time you perpetrated with somebody. You know everything about you. So how you gonna let a woman that barely know you validate you in a way that you ain't already validated yourself? How you gonna let a woman validate you in a way that you haven't already validated yourself? It may sound cocky when a woman talk to me. A woman tell me something, be like, "Yeah, I know." Well, you ain't got to be cocky. I ain't being cocky. I'm just trying to see why you being dumb, telling me things I already know. A woman see me, man, you came a long way. I remember when you was a hothead and you was just, man, you done calmed down a lot. I'm grown, shawty. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know about myself, and I don't care if you recognize it. You don't give me validation because you recognize the changes I already know I made. I already know I did that. It don't make sense for you to be getting validated for something that you already know. Ooh, man, that woman said that woman liked my abs, man. Okay, you like your abs. You like your abs so much, man, you be damn near thinking about tying your shirt up in a knot in the front, man, so your abs will show. But then you know you're gonna look like a girl, so you don't do it. You just go outside with your shirt off. What can a woman tell you about yourself that you don't already know? What can a man tell you about yourself that you don't already know? Nothing. So that validation comes from you seeking someone to make you feel good about something that you should already feel good about. You should already feel good about that thing. Don't do a bunch of stepping and fetching and kowtowing, trying to get love and validation from women when they can't give you either. They can't give you the love or the validation. They can give you love for what you do for them and maybe even appreciation for that, some of them. But validation, you can never get validation from a woman. What you're doing is putting a band-aid on a gunshot wound. Because whatever that emptiness is you feel inside, that constantly needs to be fulfilled by these women, which keep flipping new cars and getting another car. Man, men do not buy brand new cars, man, and fly whips, man, for themselves. The majority of men don't. The majority of men buy those things, man, so they can be more attractive to women. The majority of men do that so they can be more attractive to women because men view women as a status symbol. In what world? I tell you, in what world? In a world where men don't have a relationship with God. If you don't have a relationship with God, if you don't know what your value is in God, how a woman gonna give me my value? Man, my value come from God. I'm gonna elevate what she thinks about me over what God knows about me. Come on, bro. God is using me as a vessel in the world, man. You mean tell me that's something a woman can give me that's gonna make me feel better? That's gonna make me be more excited? That's gonna make me feel more appreciated? It don't make sense to me, brothers. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm not talking about a lot of sense. It don't make a little sense. It makes no sense at all. Big Brother Initiative, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. I started looking at life like a transaction, especially with women. By the way, the outro, fire, appreciate it, bro. Salute. Brian Tisdale, appreciate the $5 super chat, BT. Hell yeah. Yeah, you'll be sad. Women's default emotional position is depression. Exactly, bro. Well said. Well said. And men don't understand that. Men don't understand that what a woman needs is for you to always be in psychological assessment mode. When they say they want a man to understand them, no, they want a man who understands their need, their desire to be catered to and pulled out of whatever emotional state they're in that's not happiness. And they're rarely in a state of happiness. And this is the thing about getting validation from them. A woman who likes you will be in a bad mood or have some who got into it with whoever or feel some kind of way about something, and she will diss you just to make herself feel better. So how are you going to accept the validation of someone who will keep herself from giving you positive energy because someone else is giving her negative energy and she wants to give that same energy to you? You got to stop letting these women shift their energy to you. You got to think about it. When you go out there and you talk to a woman and she shoots you down, especially in a disrespectful way because she ain't no feelings about something, her negative energy transfers to you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a man who out here saying, man, you just got to accept women's rejection, fool. And this is the greatest shame language of these guys, man. Well, y'all guys are afraid of rejection. Afraid of rejection. Afraid of rejection? Afraid. Nah, bro. I'm above the rejection of a female. I'm above her approval. So why in the hell would I accept her rejection? I'm above her approval. So I'm light years ahead of her rejection. I'm above receiving rejection from a woman. I'm above receiving a turn down from a woman. I'm a prize in God's eyes. And the woman who's meant to be a part of my life at any given time should be on my path. I bump right into her. No cold approach necessary. I bump into her, and you know what she'll do? What they always do. Look at me like I'm the one. And we strike it up from there. Tell me if chasing women is so necessary, how have I ever been able to get any women? How have I ever been able to get any women? There is no way that any man should feel Like receiving rejection from a woman is a rite of passage into manhood. And then they try to compare it to like being rejected for like a business proposition. Let's say you go try out for the Raiders and you don't make the team. Okay, that's something different. Man, that's a life altering dream. That's a life altering goal. You achieve that, man, that changes your life. Getting some woman changes your life? Okay, help me understand this. How does getting the woman change your life when all you want is sex from her? See, it all boils back down to all of these guys who say accept rejection. All they want from women is sex. Those guys are beneath us. And this gonna hurt some feelings. But any guy who just chases women for sex, he's beneath us. He's functioning in his physical space. He's functioning in his physical pleasure. He's functioning in his five senses. He hasn't even opened up his sixth sense yet. He don't even know that there is a sixth sense. He's functioning with his five senses. Guess what? We functioned in our five senses when we were 13, when we first hit puberty. We functioned in our five senses when we first started chasing girls, got our first cop, when we first started cop our first feel, got our first kiss, got our first piece. You know what we did? We functioned in our five senses. Now you got these guys in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, still functioning in their five senses. Like a child. Being controlled by lust. The same lust you've been feeding your whole life. At what point do you control the lust? Am I saying you shouldn't desire women? No. I'm saying, but at some point you have to control the lust and not be controlled by it. But these guys place their value in getting women. Their value as a man is attached to getting a woman. Their value as a man is attached to being seen with a woman. Some of these guys ain't even having sex with the women. They just want to be seen with the women. I see guys all the time, man. They out with a woman, bad chick. And every now and then I'll come into contact with these chicks, maybe on business or just in passing, sometimes on a personal level. And come to find out, man, that dude was just some dude that they was hanging with, some dude they worked with, some dude who, was giving them a ride that week because their car was in the shop or they had a wreck or something. But the way he's acting, he acting like that's his girl. Why? Because for some strange reason, guys believe you look more like a man when you're with a woman. But truth be told, we know how relationships go in this society. When you out with a woman, you look more like a cuck. You look more like a beta male simp mangina. Because the bottom line is, we can tell if you and this woman are newly interested in one another. And we can also tell if you're intimate with that woman. And the majority of the time, the effort you put in to be intimate with a woman is simply not worth it. Because this is the thing. You put in that type of effort at anything else, you're going to get more of a payoff than just laid. If guys win as hard on anything as they go dating a woman for 6 months, trying to get with her, trying to be with her, trying to do this, trying to figure out the way to date her, man, let me tell you something, bro. And this is real talk. If you like the dating game, if you're involved in the dating game, you're a glutton for punishment. You're a glutton for punishment. Not that women can punish you per se, but being involved in anything where women control it, women are shrewd when they're in control. You find me a woman who controls her husband, man. There is no woman who controls her husband and she treats him fairly. You find me a woman who controls her husband, she treats him like a dude boy. She treats him like a child even. She treats him like a dog sometimes. And women control the dating game. The modern dating game, especially in America, is controlled, dictated, manipulated, and owned by women. And a man has to be a fool to willingly put himself in any game where women make the rules, break the rules, change the rules, rearrange the rules. You got to really, really need the validation of a woman. You have to really attach your value to finally getting the woman. And that's cool if we're in college. Psst, man, some of these guys, man, been out of college 10, 15, 20 years, and some of them ain't never been to college. Sparks too lit. Sparks too lit. Appreciate the $25 super chat, bro. Salute to you. Markel, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. I saw you pull your message out. Red sings the blues. Salute Red. Donation to the atmosphere, putting in the work. Salute to you, bro. Red in the building, man. Y'all go subscribe to the brother Red, man. So, another thing is this, man. When you think about the fact that women don't even understand men, like women don't understand men at all. They don't understand anything about men. So whatever validation you get from her, you made it up in your mind. She don't know you enough. She don't know you well enough to validate you. You made it up in your mind. Ooh, she gave me her number. Ooh, she gave me her number. Dog, it's a phone number, man. All right, man. I think we back in, man. I think we back in. Y'all let me know if we back in, man. If y'all can hear me again. Don't know what happened then, man. Okay, you made it up in your mind. All right, cool. We should be back in the game now, man. Let's see. Y'all let me know if we back, man. If we back, y'all put a one in the chat, man. If we back. All right. Cool. Y'all let me know if we back, man. I'm gonna give y'all a minute, man. All right, cool. If we back, let's get back to it, man. They knew what they were doing, man. They knew what they were doing, man. You know what I'm saying? They knew what they were doing, man. Cause this joint here is kind of. Is it still choppy, man? I bet. I know there's a bunch of people on right now, man. So it may have a lot to do with it, man. I see a few people on right now. All right, we ain't gonna be in here too much longer, man. We gonna go ahead and do it, man. So I can't remember what the last thing I was saying, man. Oh yeah, women don't. Man, that's the last y'all heard. Yeah, so you got to understand, man. Women don't understand men. You know, women just don't understand men, and the problem is, if someone doesn't understand you, how can they validate you? Like, how can you look at a woman and say, okay, she's validating me, even though she don't know anything about me? She don't know anything about me. She don't know anything I represent. She don't know anything I'm from. She don't know nothing. But she's gonna validate me anyway. She's so great that she's gonna validate me. And the crazy part is, dudes won't even accept. They won't even accept validation from another dude. Guys won't even accept validation from another dude, man. If a dude is, if a man is doing something great and you give him props, man, he won't even accept that validation, man. And even though you understand what he's doing, you understand what he went through, you understand what that takes, because either you tried to do it and couldn't, or you did it yourself, and you understand the value proposition of what that man accomplished. But these dudes get validated from a phone number. A phone number, man. Y'all ain't even listening to me. A phone number. Now, granted, we ain't even talking about talking to the woman. We talking about the phone number. Man, there's a movie. One of my favorite movies is called The Wood. Man, it's got uh Omar Epps and Tay Diggs in it. Man, I can't remember this other cat name, man, but they grew up in South Central together, man. You know, they grew up in Los Angeles together, and you know, it just showed their coming of age story. And they went to a dance in high school, man, and they made a bet on who can get the most numbers. On who can get the most numbers. You see how high school that is? And these boys were freshmen then. They were freshmen. You see how high school that is, man? Any grown man that sit and brag about getting a woman number ought to be ashamed of himself. You ought to be ashamed of your damn self if you bragging about getting a woman's number. I don't care if you get 1,000 women number. It doesn't matter. All you got is 10,000 digits. It doesn't matter. But guys are being validated by that. Sometimes a woman to give you her number, this to get you out of her damn face. Another thing is this, man. Men invest too much in building with a woman. In building with the woman. Let me tell y'all something right now, man. And y'all and people can take this however they want to, but I mean this. The only thing you can build with a woman is her dream. The only thing you can build with a woman is her dream. That's all you can build with her. Now, you can make sure she's in a position to contribute to what you're doing. That's a contribution to what you're doing. But if you're building with her, that building with her is different from you building your own thing and making her contribute if she wants to be in your life. When you set out, okay, me and this woman are gonna build. Even these guys who be talking about, I was already doing good before I met my wife. Then when I met her, things took off to another level. Yeah, because at that point, you started building. She used what you had already built to build her own thing, and fooled you and convinced you into believing that you were still building your thing when in actuality you were helping her build hers. April Jones. She always in the news for some dude. Why? She would be just a random chick if it wasn't for R&B singer Amarion being her baby daddy, or being the father of her child. That's another term we're going to stop using in the alpha sphere, baby daddy. The father of her child. We wouldn't even know who she was. And that list is long. That list is long about women we wouldn't know who they were. We wouldn't know who they were. But they come along and they take what you've already built and convince you to help them build something off of it. Have you ever met a woman, man, who saw what you were doing and tried to incorporate herself into it in a way that would cause her to build her own thing? And I'm looking like, wait a minute. Does this chick really believe that she finna take my thing and build her own thing off my thing? Wait a minute. Hold up. Let's try this again. This is my thing. And she gonna come build her thing off my thing. But also to help her build it because it's our thing? No, baby girl. I don't need our thing. You need our thing. I got my thing. This is my thing. This thing over here ain't gonna never be our thing. So what is this our thing we're building here? See, I don't have time to build our thing because I got to build our thing. I got to take time away from my thing. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what you've been told. I don't care what you've been heard. My thing is my focus. Our thing, I'm gonna let you take care of that. You build it, and then I'll claim it. But we ain't finna build it together. I ain't finna build that with no woman, bro. I ain't finna do it. Drinking this Cavita mojito today, man. I mean, not mojito, but this the lemon cayenne. It's top notch, man. So, and yeah, and that's another, yeah, Prime, manipulate your possessions from you. And this is the thing, bro. Not even manipulate your possessions. This is how cold they are, bro. This is how slick they are. She won't manipulate your possessions from you. She'll manipulate your mind into giving your possessions to her. Because y'all are a team. For last I checked, when the last time you heard Jerry Jones bring any player to the Dallas Cowboys, I don't care how good the player was. Look how many Super Bowls Emmett Troy and Irvin won together. How many times do you think Jerry Jones brought a player on and said, okay, you guys, we're a team now. No, you guys are the team. I own the team. As good as Michael Jordan was, Jerry Krause never said, you know what, MJ? I know you want to be a team owner. You and I are going to be buddies. We're owners of the team. Never happened. Because when you already got your thing, you don't bring nobody along and add them to it. You bring them along and let them contribute to it. For everything Michael Jordan did great, all he did was contribute to the Chicago Bulls brand. That brand kept right on going without him when he was gone. Brought Derrick Rose in. All he did was contribute to the Chicago Bulls brand. Legs broke down, they got him out of there. Zach LaVine now, all he's doing is contributing to the Chicago Bulls brand. He would never, ever get in office on the executive level. Because that's just not how this goes. I'll tell you something about the military. Let's take the Navy, for example. When you have the Navy, there's enlisted men and then there's officers. The highest level you can make it as an enlisted man is Master Chief. But when it comes to officers, in principle, on paper, an ensign, which is the lowest level officer you can be, is technically above a Master Chief who's probably been in the military, man, for 25 years. The top level enlisted, but now, granted, the Master Chief don't walk around saluting ensigns and lieutenants and all that. There's a certain level of respect he gets, but on paper, he still isn't considered an officer. Not like the other officers. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like being an overseer let's not use that analogy. Let's not use that analogy. Bad analogy. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. That doesn't happen. So why are you as a man going to allow a woman to come in and be a part of what you have? She's a worker. Anytime you're established already, a woman can only come into your life as a worker. She can only come into your life as a contributor. She can only come into your life as someone who works for you and does what you tell her to do. You got these rich fools out here, man, letting these women come into their life and take over. I ain't gonna let her take over if I'm a poor fool. I could be poor as a snake. I still ain't finna let a woman come in and take over. But you're building your own thing. You're going to let a woman come in and take over. You're going to let her come in and automatically get in the executive position. You meet a woman, man, you automatically put her in your life as a partner, man. That woman ain't contributed nothing. It's crazy, brothers. It's crazy out here, man. Johnny Del Rome, appreciate the $15 super chat, bro. What's good? BOA, all glory to the Most High. Salute to you, JDR. All praises to Jah, man. Pape, I see you in here, man. Arthur Callaghan, appreciate the $5 super chat. Quick story. I was at the club and saw this young lady give her number to a dude. He left the club and I talked to her afterwards. I took her home. Moral of the story is the number means abs. Hey, and listen, Arthur Gallagher, I bet you didn't even get her number. It was probably one night stand or two night stand, depending on how long she stayed. Bill Medlock, appreciate the $5 super chat. Dr. BOA, my apologies for not being on time. Alpha Brother just coming in, getting in the setting, getting comfortable. But please do a small recap. Appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Bill Medlock, appreciate $2 super chat. Working on getting to it, but get to hear this. Yeah, salute to you, bro. Salute. Yeah, we already had some technical difficulties, man. It's gonna be a minute before we get to a recap. So when you think about these things, you ask yourself, man, like, this is the thing, man. 50-50 relationships is the result of that. 50-50 relationship is the result of men saying, okay, I got all of this, but I'm gonna let the woman come in as an equal. I want y'all to think about that, man. 50-50 relationships are the result of men letting women come in as equals. Okay, I built this, you come on in as an equal, we partners. How the hell we partners? Partners in what? We ain't partners in crime or rhyme. And we sure ain't finna be partners in shine. I don't get it, man. But these are the type of things men do, man. They put themselves in a situation, man, where they really don't want to be in control of the scenario with a woman. Why? Because they're too afraid they're gonna lose the woman. They're too afraid they're gonna lose the woman. And I don't get it because you ain't got the woman to lose her. You don't never have the woman to lose her. It's not possible to own the woman. You know what I'm saying? And when a 50-50 relationship, it's just you saying, okay, woman, you can control me. Because this is the thing, as a man, if you give a woman half control, she has all the control. Real talk, Rich. Tell him, Rich. Appreciate it, man. You have to understand that when you give a woman 50% control of you, you're giving her all control of you. And this is why I say that. If you give her 50% of the control in the scenario, she's going to wrangle the other 50% away by pushing words like compromise, sacrifice, trust, companionship, leadership, and their number one phrase in the world, I can do it too. So you're automatically going to lose the other 50%. And that's real talk, man. The reality of the scenario is this, brothers. When you accept the fact that women do not need to be penalized for their bad decisions, then you accept the fact that not only is she equal to you, she's above you. She is able to make bad decisions and not suffer the consequences. But you have to suffer the consequences for your bad decisions. So men who do everything in their power to find women blameless and guiltless for anything they do, those are the same men who want sympathy when those women treat them bad, when those women do things terrible to them, when those women cheat on them, when those women set them up to get robbed, when those women steal from them. They want to be sympathized with and even empathized with by men who can understand it. That's a good one, MPI, that whole power couple thing. And it comes from men's desire to be accepted by all women. You know, some people say that's what Michael B. Jordan is doing, man. Like trying to be accepted by all women. The problem with being accepted by all women is the closer you get to being accepted by all women, the closer you are to not being accepted by all men. And I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to being accepted into a circle of my peers, how do women even fit into that? They are not my peers. So I'm going to shun being accepted into a circle of my peers to go and be accepted by all women. And here's the problem. What women accept today will be the worst thing in the world for them tomorrow. What women support today, they will vehemently withdraw their support from tomorrow. What women speak as truth today, they will automatically pin it in as a bold-faced lie tomorrow. Their whole existence is volatile. Nothing that they stand on is long-term. They don't function with long-term thinking the way we do. They don't function with long-term preparation the way we do. And let me tell you a biggest travesty, man. And this one right here, the view's going to go way down when I talk about this one. You got guys out here who are fighting women for their right to spend time with a child that they take care of, take damn good care of. Now, you got guys out here who are willing to go to court and fight for it. I applaud those guys. And you got guys out here that continue to just bite the bullet and go along to get along. I applaud those guys because I understand the message. I understand the method to their madness. But let me help you understand something. See, when you put a child in that woman, you automatically resign your child to having that woman as a mother. So now you're trying to do damage control and keep that child from suffering the consequences and repercussions of having that woman as a mother. Here's the problem with that. It can't be done. It can't be done. But here's what you can understand and rest assured. Eventually, especially your son, is going to understand everything that you will want him to understand about his mother. Because he's going to start to understand women. And then he's going to start to be able to make out the things that he saw his mother put you through. But you as a man, you got to preserve yourself. You got to take care of your children, man. You got to. But you damn sure as a man cannot let a woman run you ragged in the process. You got two choices. You're either going to go to court and fight for custody, or you're going to put the punishment in play, consequences and repercussions. I'm going to provide financially, and I'm going to fall back. That's what I'm going to do. That's what many men should do. See, the problem is not you making all the compromise and sacrifice. Well, that's not the solution. The solution is you putting your foot down and making a woman play the game the way it's supposed to be played. See, dating has made women rule everything because men have saw that they got quote unquote better result when they cater to women. Well, what's the better result you get when you cater to women? You're going to be the one she called to take her out on a date? You're going to be the one she let take her out on Saturday? I want y'all to understand this. Women have multiple options of who they're going to let take them out on Saturday. Who are they going to let take them out on Friday? And all of these men are jockeying for the position, not the position of owning the woman, not the position of getting the woman's contribution to their lives, the position of being the one who can take the woman out on a date on Friday. It's a sad situation, brothers. Sad situation. Letting women control you is a sin. Because if a woman is controlling you, you're not following God. If a woman is controlling you, you're not being a man. You're being a boy. And all of us should be way past that point. If I could go back to being a boy, I wouldn't. You know how people say, man, if I knew what I know now back then, boy, if I could go back to my childhood with this, man, I don't want to go back there. I'm addicted to the control of my life. I don't want to go back to a point where other people controlled my life, man. What man wants to do that? It don't matter how many regrets you have, man. You better start working now, man, to make up for some of that lost time. But going back to the point where other people control your life, that is a telltale sign that you are used to being controlled by women. Because the majority of men, even if your father was in your home, now you go back to a certain point, mothers didn't run the home. But a lot of guys, man, their father was in the home and their mom still ran the crib. I mean, chicks all the time, man, you'd be surprised they had a father in the home with them. Not a father, their father. Because he wasn't doing that but being run over. He was doing the same thing these guys are doing now. 50-50 relationship. It's cheaper to keep her, depending on what you value. Is it cheaper to keep her and lose your peace of mind? You got your money, but you lose your peace of mind. You're going to die young. You're stressed out every day. And let me tell you something. These suckers out here who shame other men for not chasing women, they're the worst cancer in this society when it comes to male-female interaction. How you going to shame a man for not chasing something that has no value? How you going to shame a man for not chasing nothing that has no benefit? How you going to shame a man for not chasing something that he simply places no value on? Man probably got more money than you. Man probably got better credit than you. Man probably got a better physique than you. Man probably got way more peace of mind than you got. Man probably got a better relationship with God than you got, but you're going to shame him because he don't want to chase women. Let me tell y'all something right now, suckers. You can't shame me for not chasing women. I'm shaming you for chasing them. How you going to shame me for not chasing them? If I'm shaming you for chasing them, believe me, I embrace me not chasing them. Man, that cayenne pepper went down the wrong way that time, boy. God, dog. That cayenne pepper rough, man. A cayenne pepper. So, I say this, man. You can't let yourself feel like a failure because a certain woman don't want you, or a certain woman don't give you any attention, or a certain woman don't give you any play. Because the bottom line is, the majority of the time, those women have many options. You got to be okay with the woman who wants you. You got to be okay with the woman who sees your value. I'm talking about your value as a man, not stuff value, self-value. You got to be okay with that. You got to either be okay with that or be okay with not having any woman. But you should only have a woman who appreciates your value. And if she doesn't appreciate your value, it's because she doesn't understand your value. And any woman who doesn't understand value is just not smart. Any man who doesn't understand value is just not smart. Our goal is to be the best version of ourselves. And you can't be the best version of yourself if you're stepping and fetching the cowtown for a woman, asking her to come and control your life. You can't be the best version of yourself when you're inviting a woman into your world, the world that you built, and telling her, hey, half of this is yours. You can't be the man you're supposed to be when you're doing that. And let me tell y'all something right here, man, before we get out of here. Believing that being a husband and father are a man's greatest accomplishments is bullshit. Believing that being a husband and father are a man's greatest accomplishments is just nonsensical rhetoric. Am I saying it's bad to be a father? No. Am I saying it's bad to be a husband? No, if you got the right woman. But that is damn sure not your greatest accomplishment. Your greatest accomplishment, man, was pulling yourself up by the bootstraps and making something out of yourself. Becoming who you want to be. Right now, MPI's greatest accomplishment at this point is putting his 2 weeks in at his job and getting ready to go pursue the life he wants. Everything that's the best accomplishment, the best move you ever made, has something to do with building yourself into the best version of yourself. You wouldn't be a good father if you hadn't built yourself into yourself. You wouldn't be a good husband if you hadn't built yourself into the best version of yourself. The most work you've ever done in your life is to block out all the noise from outside, being like everybody else, looking what everybody else doing what's popular, and building yourself into the best version of yourself. That's your greatest accomplishment. Most wonderful thing you've ever done. And that's the reality of it, man. Kenny Brisbane, appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Been a minute, bro. BOA, you got your lane, player. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate it. And that's just the reality of it, bro. These are things we have to accept about ourselves. Jeremy, appreciate the $5 super chat. Keep up the good work. Salute to you, bro. Kevin Dixon, appreciate the $5 super chat. Salute to you as well, bro. Bill Medlock, Dr. BOA, appreciate my time just coming in. All right, I got that one already. Fernando Salgado, man, appreciate the $5 super chat. God bless to the good doctor for taking the time to help men become the best alpha version of themselves. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint. So, let's get ready to slide on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. It's been real in the field. Got a great piece of content coming for y'all tomorrow, man. We'll be back on tomorrow, man, on the King Ray Ray channel, man. Y'all be ready for that one. If you haven't subscribed to the King Ray Ray channel, go ahead and subscribe to that joint, man. Got some fire over there, and we'll be coming with more of it. So, hey, listen, man, we're going to go ahead and get on out of here, man. I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. I think the Ecamm Live did pretty good. I don't know what that crash was about, but so far, man, I'm digging this app, man. I'm gonna dig into it a little bit more, and every show it'll get better because I'll figure out a little bit more of what's possible with it, and we'll go from there, homies. MPI, appreciate $2 super chat. Put in my 2 week notice during my vacation. No better time to do it, man. No better time to do it. No better time to do it. So, man, I appreciate everybody being in the joint, man. It's been real in the field, homies. See y'all on a great piece of content tomorrow. Big Rich, bro, I appreciate you here, man, in the wheels by yourself, bro. I appreciate you, man. Real talk. I got to hit you up, man, to get your email, bro. I got stuff I want to shoot to you, man. So, y'all put God first, man, to keep grinding and growing, man. And just remember, man, your value should never be attached to a woman, man. OG Bobby J, I saw you in here, man. Your value should never be attached to your woman or your dealings with a woman. Because the bottom line is everything you are and everything that you become, you did all that without that woman. So how does she come in and all of a sudden get any props or credit or accolades for you doing the things that you did? I just don't get it, man. So y'all put God first, man. Keep grinding and growing. And as always, alpha's up. That's right. Alpha's up. Beta's down. Peace.